Hello, my name is Sarah Lane and I am 19 years old. I am an auto mech student at WICC. Rereading the criteria for this bursary contest, I realized that it was going to be really hard to explain why I wanted to be here in under 5 minutes. Because I feel like when you have an unconditional love for something, you need more than 5 minutes to explain yourself, or you need more than a sheet of paper to write down your thoughts. But after thinking about it, I realized that I think it started from when I was a kid. I was bullied and I faced many challenges that would grow up with me throughout my life. I tried to find a place in this crazy world, and I tried to find friends that would enjoy my company. But it was hard. It was really hard. And in the last year of high school, when I had to decide my career path, I didn't know what to do. I really didn't know what to do. And it was really hard, and I decided to make a vast decision and go with a program that sounded good. And I ended up hating myself for it. I was depressed, lonely, just sad with my life and angry that I put myself through it. Growing up, I lived with my grandmother my entire childhood, and she gave up everything for me just so that I could have the best possible life. And after she passed away, everything came crashing down, and yet I built myself up again, and it was really hard. And when I was off the beaten track last year, I was doing something with a family member, and I looked around and I stopped in my tracks and I thought, why are you putting yourself through this, Sarah? Why are you in a program that you don't like, that's making you upset? And I think I realized at that point that I had to do something that would matter for me, and that would outline the rest of my life. Really, that was the whole thing. And with all the change that's happened in my life, one thing has remained a constant, and that's my love for cars. I absolutely adore them. Just the rush, the adrenaline, even the calm about owning or working on a car. Everything just intrigues me, and I came to the conclusion that that's what I was supposed to do. I was supposed to take care of myself, and I was supposed to be in a program that I enjoyed. For the people who don't understand, it's not all about the oil changes and tires. It's the late nights, the hours of endless work, the cuts, the bruises, the bloodshot eyes of exhaustion. It's the feeling you get when your car comes out of the garage for the first time after taking the complete engine out. The struggles of saving every paycheck just so you can gain those 2 seconds on the track. The adrenaline pumping through your bloodstream when you're sitting on the drag strip and you see the lights counting down. It's the smile you get when you pass the finish line, the families that you make just from sharing the same passion. When I figured out that cars are everything to me, I stopped right in my footsteps and told myself, I'm doing this for me and only me. And we're all here for the same reason. That's to live until we die, and I had to live a little. I climbed over the hill of disappointment and I saw my future, and that was right where I was headed. Before I went into this trade, someone very close to me asked if this is really what I wanted to do, and I replied with yes. She then said, then you have to be the best of the best. And I've held on to that for almost a year now. For the moment, I am a woman in a man's trade, and I want that to change. I don't want women to be scared of going to a mechanic because they fear being taken advantage of. I want a little girl to come into my shop and look at me and say, That's cool. I want to do that, just as I did when I was young. I want to be a positive influence in someone's life. And really, that's where I foresee my future going. And I can tell you, all I can see is brightness. The automobile industry is changing so vastly every single day, and as the world keeps spinning around, so are the engineers' minds. I want to be there for the day when a blind person can drive. Because when you have someone with a disability who can actually take themselves to the grocery store, that is what keeps my heart filled with joy, and that's what makes my heart pump. And at the end of the day, being an automobile mechanic isn't just about the oils and the tires, it's about the families that you make and the friends that you become.